You cracked your shell open for an air vent a whole day ahead of time and still lost the race. Chicken and egg behind you just got more fight in them than you do. You're just kind of lazy, man. Come out of your eggshell. I've been watching you trying to come out of that eggshell for 2 days. Get out the eggshell. This morning, a whole day and a half behind you, this other guy just started coming out the egg. He already out the eggshell. I don't need to be comparing y'all or showing favoritism. Oh man, I gotta learn to keep my mouth shut. I don't want to give you a complex, but come on. Come on, get out the egg. Look at that guy. I already see his head. He already jumped out the eggshell. What is your deal, man? You were supposed to be the early bird. You're supposed to be the first one out the egg. You mad tripping, man. Just get out that egg. Y'all might know this. I reckon the camera picked my voice up from here, but it ain't all about being the first one to come out the egg. The little chicks, they got a high mortality rate in their first few weeks of life. It's more like who's still here after the first month. That's really, don't count your chickens before they hatch, or as they're hatching, or after they hatch, or the day after they hatch, or the day after that, or the day after that. Count them when you got pullets. It's more like it. And even then, I might have started them on Monday night. Don't remember. I normally write that down. I'm really wrong for not knowing my exact start time. So I didn't really know my exact lockdown time. I might should have been rotated an extra day or two more than what they were. That might make it a little more difficult for them to come out of the egg, so it might be my bad. It could actually be more catastrophic than just that. They could get stuck in the skin on the egg and not be able to come out. Every other time I wrote my date down, but I was like, oh, I'll remember. Tomorrow I'll write it down. And I was like, oh, it was a day ago. And then like a day or two passed, I'm like, was that a day ago? 2 days ago? 3 days ago? I'm thinking one thing, my girlfriend's thinking another thing. I'm thinking 2 days, she's thinking 1 day. And so actually, I don't even really remember who was saying what. I just remember I did not have certainty over when I started them. So I knew it was the first week, second week, and third week to pretty much get the humidity levels right. I don't know what day is 17, what day is 18, what day is 21, so I don't know when to put them on lockdown. And I would rather be having them on lockdown a little too early than a little too late. So at this point, it just is what it is. And at this point, I've got enough chickens. It's not going to be the worst thing in the world if I don't get a high hatch rate. But the bad thing is, hawks have gotten every single one of my Hamburg BB Red Crosses. I had 4 of them, and now I have none of them. And the first egg to start moving was one of them, but they ain't hatched out yet. They're in position to hatch, but they didn't even ever crack a peephole. have 6 more fertile Hamburg BB Red Crosses eggs. And so now she's not just in there with BB Red roosters though. There's a buff rooster, so the 7th or 8th egg, some of the Hamburg egg crosses might be a buff cross, a buff Hamburg cross. When I set the incubator for the next time, I'm not just, it looks like his beak is like, he's trying to get over there. See, he done cracked all the way around the egg. Instead of coming and going, he retraced his steps and went back around with his beak. And now he's going back to his starting point. He's like, he got a bad strategy for coming out of the egg. He didn't waste so much energy just to retrace his steps. If he would still, it looks like he's going to try to shift down there and crack it a little bit on this side. Which if he does, it'll probably get him out of the egg. He probably ain't got very much more to push on it. It's looking like he's having trouble turning to the left to get up under that eggshell. You could do it, man. You could do it. The other one coming out of his eggshells kind of pushed him and rotated him down. You can do this. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Come on now. You ain't dying in that egg. You coming out that egg. Come on. Stretch. Break that membrane. You could probably come out the egg if you could just stretch real good. And I know he's been coming out of it for so long that he's probably absorbed the yolk. I could probably take my fingernail and break off some egg and him come out, but if I was to lift up this dome, the humidity would drop real fast and it would cause dryness around their belly button where the yolk's being absorbed, and their yolk could get infected and they could die. Which is not the best ideal conditions here anyway, because that egg to the far right that's not on camera is a dud and is rotting, so they're in there with, but then again, it's too late to take the lid and change anything. It's just going to be what it is. They gotta hatch, and whenever I take this lid off, anything not hatched is pretty much screwed. So I'm going to leave them in there because they can go 3 days without eating. I'm going to leave them in there a day or two and give time for the other birds to hatch. And then he comes out and gets a rest. His brother, after getting a rest, or sister, she might wind up picking at the egg and helping her come out the egg. Might just suffocate them and cause problems. Look, they gotta breathe. What are you doing? That's a 12-minute-and-a-half video. That's going to take a while to load. I might just... kind of want to move the camera and show this bird over here. I mean, I don't want to miss the other one coming out of the egg, but you just got to get him a nap. The last few times I took the dividers out when I put them on lockdown. And I wish I would have done that this time too. They moved around a lot though. The ones that hatch out first and knocked into the other eggs. And I was thinking maybe I should keep the dividers there, but I think it's better for them to just have this whole black piece and the dividers come out on lockdown, because you don't need to turn the eggs. But then if something was to accidentally bump the incubator, you don't want them, you don't want the incubator to get bumped and the eggs crack or something, so it gives them a little protection being there. This video is going to take forever to unload, so I think I'm going to stop it and start another one.